What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, legendary promoter, top ranked CEO, Bob Arum, is now claiming that he has been privy and has the information of how much the highly anticipated double pay-per-view showdown did between Jermell and Jermall Charlo, identical twin brothers that fought on the same pay-per-view card in the split pay-per-view showdown, right? Which saw Jermell face off against Jason Rosario in a unification bout at the junior middleweight division, and which saw Jermall face off against Sergey Derevyanchenko at the full middleweight division, right? Jermell fights at 154 pounds, Jermall fights at 160. With that said, both of those fights were highly anticipated because most people pegged it as being the best opposition that both fighters face thus far in their career. With that said, I have been privy to information and reports that told me, sources that told me that it did 240,000 plus pay-per-view buys. Well, now you have legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO and promoter Bob Arum coming out, and he told me that he has been privy to the information and that it only did 70,000 pay-per-view buys or less. He says that it was an absolute flop. He says they lost money. Obviously, Bob Arum is going to top rank and ESPN is the rival, obviously, to Premier Boxing Champions PBC. Al Heyman is the advisor and founder of the PBC, and those fighters fight on Showtime and Fox. So those are rival networks. They're rival promoters. So obviously they're going to go back and forth. I myself find it very, very hard to believe that this fight, a fight of this magnitude with a doubleheader pay-per-view split card, and it had some tremendous undercards. You had Figueroa, on the undercard. You had a lot of guys on the undercard that, you had Neri on the undercard, so there was a lot of big fights on this card. There was a lot of attractions on this card, not just Jermell and Jermall, Sergey and Jason Rosario. So with that said, I find it kind of hard to believe that it only did 70,000 pay-per-view buys, seeing as though there are not a lot of people able to attend sporting events in person, live live sporting events in person. So you got to figure, all 70,000 people, they could pack out an arena that has, if it was at the MGM, 20,000 people could be packed in an MGM. Then you're gonna get at least, let's say you get 20,000 people buying it on pay-per-view. That's 50,000 people right there in attraction. Now you subtract that 20,000 people from that, arena and place them at home. They're going to have to purchase the pay-per-view to witness the fight. So I'm finding it hard to believe that it only did 70,000 pay-per-view buys. But according to Bob Arum, this is what the reports had, the information he was privy to showed him that it was only 70,000 pay-per-view buys. But like I said, Jermell and Jermall Charlo are bigger stars than that to only do 70,000 pay-per-view buys. I believe this is, simply a situation where Bob Arum is poking at his rivals and wanting to downplay their achievements. So I personally am going to stick with the number, the 240,000 pay-per-view buys that originally was being told to me and reported to me by my sources. In due time, we will get somewhat accurate information and be privy to the actual numbers. But 70,000 is very, very low, even though it's a tough time, and we had reports of 40 million people unemployed. So, we in a pandemic. Things are not normal. And so, obviously, obviously there's a lot, going on currently right now. But I find it very, very hard to believe that this fight only did 70,000 pay-per-view buys. But these are the reports coming from Bob Arum. I can't wait to see the actual numbers that get released on this situation. Bob Arum stated that, it's very hard to do pay-per-view. When I asked him about Teofimo Lopez and Vasyl Lomachenko massive showdown that's coming up this Saturday night, October 17th, on regular TV on ESPN. and he stated that it's very, this is when he gave me the information saying it's very difficult to do pay-per-view at this point in time because the fans are just not able to fund the bill, right? They're just not able to have the money. Today's time, the economy is low, the pandemic, so a lot of people be land unemployment, be on unemployment and get unemployed, you know, so it's a tough time for everybody worldwide. And so Bob Arum is saying that it's just too difficult to ask people to spend $75 for a sporting event. The thing, though, that gets me on the contrary is because the fight for Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz has been moved to from Connecticut to San Antonio, Texas at the Alamo Dome, which will allow fans to be in person, attend in person. And those tickets went on sale, and according to reports, they sold out immediately. Errol Spence and Danny Garcia fight has been moved from November 21st to December 5th in Dallas, Texas, where fans will be able to attend live in person. And those tickets are reportedly on the verge of being sold out immediately as well. You know, they go on sale today. They went on sale today, and it's being reported that they sold out. So those tickets are more than $75. So fans are willing to pay to see these sporting events. So that's the reason why I don't think that this fight only did 70,000 pay-per-view buys. I'm saying that I believe maybe it's somewhere in the middle, in between the 70 and the 240. Maybe it's 115, 130,000 pay-per-views. But 70 is extremely low in my opinion. I do not believe it did only 70,000 pay-per-view buys. I actually think that it did far better than that, at least double, triple it, right? So let's see how this all plays out. I can't wait to see the official numbers. I believe Jermell and Charlo are on the verge of superstardom. You know, a couple more big fights, and they can start heading and making their way over to being a crossover. That's where all boxers and athletes want to get to. You want to be a crossover star. So hopefully they could get these massive fights, Canelo Alvarez fight, or you know, fights of that magnitude, and start to transition into being a crossover star. That's where everybody wants to head eventually. That's the goal. So let's see how everything plays out. But let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment in the comment section. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.